Sandro, obviously it's a tough feat coming into this game, needing 4 goals to have a chance to move on.
Yeah.
Just what was the message coming into this game and at halftime when you got 0 goals and needing 4 in the second half to move on?
Yeah, the message in the morning was okay. We are trying everything. Keep the focus of our performance to play very quick in our transition moments to defend all together, but not to think what can happen after the game or how many goals we need. But we tried everything. So and also in our preparation, the whole day in our both meetings today in the morning and in our pre-match meeting, and the message in the halftime was I was. For me, the performance with all these young guys, first half was also good, to be honest, and it's not so easy. The pitch was not in a good spot. This was very difficult to play on this field, but we tried everything. All the young guys, they did it very well. Marcelo Morales, his first game, that was good to have the feeling for him with the intensity. So that's good, and. Yeah, and second half, I would say the first 15, 20 minutes was the best period of the game from our side. We had some moments, we had good situations, and then with some changes, and then it's 1-0, and okay, could be very difficult to score 3, 4 more goals. Then we concede the goal, but when I look to these 2 weeks of all these Leagues Cups games, this is the way how we want to play, and now on Sunday is the next game.
We'll take a couple questions over Zoom. We'll go to Daniel first.
Sandro, very good result for you and the guys tonight.
Oh.
AJ Marcucci, a second excellent game tonight. Obviously the goal, not his fault. It went off his arm, but still though, excellent in goal tonight. And
Yeah.
had to retake the second penalty by Pizarro, and he came up big once again.
Yeah.
Talk about AJ if you could, please.
Yeah, great performance, and he's working so hard in every training session, and then you can see the result of his individual performance in these games, and every time when he's playing is really good performance, and also his attitude, his focus in the game, his leading. How he's leading the back line. So that's really good, and not only because of the PK, also in these 97 minutes in the game today. So it's good. It's good to see him that he's such in a good spot.
Go to the third row.
Coach, coming out of this Leagues Cup, a win, 2 draws officially. I know PK results varied, but with how your team performed, you didn't lose a game. So do you think that your team should be moving on? And do you think that your team should they had get into the knockout stage, they could have made a run on that?
Yeah, I think we had a chance, to be honest. So we won the first game. We played very well against Monterrey. We had a lot of good situations in build-up, in possession, in transitions where we can win this game. Then we lost in PK, and then yesterday in the evening it was tough to see all these games. When you start at 7 to watch Orlando, they win, then Inter Miami, and then Portland. Okay, they lost in PK, but then Seattle, so it was tough. And it was a little chance to come in the knockout, but for me it's more important after the Chicago game how we performed, and that was for me really good. Everyone could see how we want to play and which style of play, very intensive against a really good Mexican team. Also today against Juárez, really good team. You can see a clear structure, clear philosophy of the head coach. So that's not so easy to play against them. But we did it very well with our young guys, and but now we have to continue. So tomorrow training, to be focused for the next training session, Saturday training, and then on Sundays the next game. This is our focus, and which is important for us.
We'll go up here to Luca, and then we'll go back to
Coach. What did you say to your players in the huddle before the penalty kick shootout? Obviously, you knew that either result wouldn't get you through the next round or anything. So what was your message? What type of confidence did you try to instill in your players?
Yeah, honestly, first of all, I was a little bit angry that we didn't win this game after 97 minutes. And after that, okay, then we have to show this in PK to have the concentration, to have the focus. And also for next Wednesday, good preparation because we have the next do or die game next week on Wednesday. And this was then, okay, we have to win now and to give everything and to keep the concentration, to keep the focus when we take the penalty. And all the guys did it well. And AJ, especially with his performance, was top.
We'll go back over here.
Sandro, your performances were much better in this tournament, but you're still only able to score 1 goal in each of the 3 games. Going down the stretch, the final stretch of the regular season, needing to make the playoffs, how do you improve on the goal output?
Yeah, come on. But we had also a lot of rotations, so don't forget. So I know when you're only looking now to the numbers, but I can analyze. And of course, we have to improve something. That's true, exactly. Especially when you watched the last game against Monterrey in Cincinnati with our transition moments. This is what we have to improve to create more I would say simple chances in a clear direction to the goal, and that we not have always built up ball possession and then to use too many touches. Yeah, that's what we have to improve. But on the other side, a lot of, and this is what I said to the guys after the game, a lot of good things. What I have seen in these 2 weeks, and we had the chance today in the last game to come in the knockout. Was difficult, but we had the chance. And the mentality, and which is important for us, a lot of young guys, they played, they got minutes. So for their development, that's great. So we had Mosquera, Andy Rojas today, Adri Mehmedi, first game now, first minutes. Julian Hall played a lot. It was these 3 games really good. So that's very important for us to keep the group and to keep the development in the next step in the right direction. So, and that's it. And now, what I said, Sunday next game, next focus. That's it.
We'll take a question over here and then we'll go back to Zoom.
Víctor Mar de 930M. En el primer tiempo era como si se estuvieran estudiando entre los dos equipos. En el segundo tiempo salió con mucha más carga todavía. ¿Por qué la agresividad no comenzó en el primer tiempo? Y por último, tienen un arquero extraordinario, de goalkeeper, fenómeno.
Fantástico.
Fantástico. Fantástico. Y dile también si peligra el puesto de coronel. Y segundo, gran confianza que le has dado a Marcelo porque se sintió como una estrella.
But now I know why the press conference before was so long.
I can read it back to you.
Yeah, that
So,
would be great.
The first half, it seemed like you were studying each other more. Then the second half was much more intense. Why didn't that intensity start in the first half?
Yeah, I think it's also difficult for some young guys now to come in, and Marcelo played his first game now on this level, and I think that's normal. Andy Rojas played for us our first game on this level, so it needs a little bit time. And I would say we had some moments, but to create some special moments in this game, then of course you need then the goal, that the belief is getting higher. This is what we missed in the first half, but yeah, exactly. The second half, the first 20-25 minutes was very well, and we had a lot of good situations. And and Marcelo Morales played. That's good. He made an assist with the free kick, set pieces goal, which is important for us. So a lot of good things, and now we have to continue our direction. And AJ was fantástico.
Yeah, he's wondering if Coronel's place could be in danger with the goalkeeper's performance today.
No, Carlos is injured with his knee.
Perfect. We'll do another question over Zoom. Marco, adelante. Marco, te escuchamos.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas noches, profesor. Marco Quesada de BerardoHerrera.com de Costa Rica. Para muchos hoy en Costa Rica fue sorpresa ver en la alineación titular a Andy Rojas en su debut con el primer equipo. ¿Cuál es su valoración al respecto con el juego que él desarrolló? ¿Qué debe mejorar? Y si es posible poder mirarlo más adelante en otros juegos con el primer equipo.
So many people in Costa Rica were surprised with Andy Rojas starting. What did you think of his performance? And do you think he'll start in more games in the future?
Yeah, of course. But we have some rules here. So he was 3 times on the bench. He's only allowed 4 times and to play. So, but this is what we have to handle it with the rules. But he was his development in the past is really good. So he started with the second team, very good behavior in each training session of the second team. He played very well. Then he was with the national team in the tournament. So this was then he was a little bit out then for some weeks. But now he's in our training session every day, and he's showing always the quality. And we have seen this today as well. So he has really good special qualities with the ball, good movements, good moments with the ball, and good first step today. And I'm pretty sure that he will play more games for us.
And we have one last question over Zoom to close it out. We'll go back to Daniel.
Sandro, just go back on Marcel Morales. You gave him a full 90 tonight. What besides the assist, what gave you positives about his performance tonight that maybe he can be used with the 9 games remaining in this season?
Yeah, first of all, it's important that he's playing this level with the intensity. And that was also the reason that we gave him today these full of game time, and yeah, with the ball, good behavior in some spaces with the first touch, the second touch, clean passes, and it's a really good left foot, and we could see that in so many situations today, and but it was first of all was good to adapt the intensity. And in our pressing to defend forward, to be aggressive. And yeah, he's coming closer and closer with every minute, with every training session. And this was a really good step, first important step for the whole group and for him individual as well.